there will be no shitting on Biggie on this channel. So like, if people want to hear that, you go somewhere else with that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't with that either. Just off the fact, even when I started gravitating towards Pac, I always respect the fact that Biggie was young as fuck too, and a lot of the shit that he was saying was definitely some big grown man perspective. Like it wasn't as deep or nuanced as Pac, but he still was next level with it though. For his age, that's a fact.
Yeah. But we definitely gonna get into that, like, because Biggie really was that dude.
All right, for the next video, we're gonna get into Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G. As usual, before we get started, I want to know a little bit about, what's your first memory of this song? What was your first thoughts of it?
Me, you, G, and Karis, we watched this shit in our living room, and we was blown away. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. This nigga Biggie killed this shit, huh?
He couldn't pronounce it. He thought he was doing bridges. Remember that shit?
What? We couldn't pronounce his name. I know that. We couldn't read his name.
Yeah, so y'all ain't even know how to pronounce his name. Was it the Notorious part?
It's the Notorious part. It was the Notorious.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what year this song came out.
94. It had to be like 94.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because I was about to say.
Is it 94 or 95?
Yeah, 94.
I think like 94.
I just looked it up. 1994. So I was only 2 years old. So my perspective on seeing this for the first time, I was pretty young. So I know I heard it and seen it. You know how that is. Like you're a kid, but you're too young to really digest it. But the first time I can remember listening to this, where I was old enough to understand 100% what he was talking about and everything, was probably in 2000, 2001. So I was probably like 8 years old. The first time I really like watched this joint and understood exactly what he was talking about. And for me, this is like one of the first songs that I listened to that I could really like pull like storytelling from. So like, damn, like just the imagery from his lyrics, right? Listening to the lyrics and like understanding like this, like going from the struggle to where he is now. And the video captured that vibe too. So I remember, like I think he had his actual mom in this video, right? That was his actual mom in the video.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
We didn't know that though. We didn't know that at the time that was his real mother.
No, so that y'all didn't know. But me, I'm watching this X amount of years later, to where Biggie died already. I'm old enough to understand everything. I know who his mom was. So I'm talking about from the first time I really understood what I was watching. But I like that though, that he had the video and they little arguments they used to have back in the day in the little ass apartment. But we're gonna get into it though, and feel free at any time to stop me.
Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, Rap Attack, Mr. Magic, Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and beer.
Yeah, my bad. What the hell was that little tape player? What was that? I never seen one of those before.
I don't know what that was.
You don't know what it was either?
Well, what was that?
You know what that little tape recorder was?
I don't know what it was.
Exactly. I'll tell you what it was. It was a tape recorder. It's just technology has changed, my nigga. That's what it was.
Yeah, like, that shit look outdated.
Nothing more than that.
That shit look outdated for 94 to me.
No, it was not updated.
Okay.
That's how shit was. I didn't think that much in the video at the time because that's how shit was.
When he was doing this little interview with the source lady, she had like something that was relatively sleek that was, kind of familiar with today's age, but that little tape.
Well, I mean, if you was alive back then, you knew what it was. That wasn't a big deal. Like you seen it in 2001, so that shit was crazy.
I had a little fun fact in the corner.
I seen it in 1984. It was very regular.
Boo sipping on private stock way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight.
Stop. Wait. The way the video was shot, right?
Yeah.
It seems simple now, but at that time, it wasn't really shooting story videos at that time. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, what I was saying.
I didn't know that. That Brown, so you grew up on. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that now or back then. That's just the way. Like, let's say like this, the way that he shot it for the story. Like we was just like amazed at this shit, and then how well he told the story. Cause we was like in our living room, and like I was with G, and we were all there, but like we were just like we was hanging on every word the nigga said. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
Then the way they shot the video, people wasn't shooting their video. It was thought putting in the video. It just wasn't a bunch of dudes dancing in the background. Like how I got explained. We was coming up. That's just how it was the 90s. So like everything was like. So I don't know, like it's hard to explain. So if you was born in a certain time, you would never know the 90s. You would never know. Like the 90s was what y'all think Chicago is. Every single city back then was the Chicago. Like let's say it like that.
Yeah.
It's just how we grew up. Him getting put in the police car. Huh?
The 90s was wild as hell.
Yeah, it was.
Like the world trade, born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Piece the raw dot, Brucey B kick.
Big ass dice games. That was the 90s, bro. I mean, like now it kind of small, but back then that was the 90s. Like everything about this, we grew up seeing. Like we not from New York City, but all of this is everything we saw growing up. This is really what it was.
Real quick. So in the lyrics, you said I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. What is the red and black lumberjack? What is that?
It's like a plaid
It's a Pendleton. It's like the shit that LA niggas wear.
The black shit lumberjacks wear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like the black like sweater.
Got it. Yeah. So like that flannel, that.
Yeah, like a flannel. Yeah.
Like his hair, bandana across the head, bald head, plaid shirt.
Okay.
Timothy, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug Star Schemes. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Yo, look at the dude in the yellow shirt. How he was running with the, he got tired. He just gave up.
Yeah, that's his house right there. You see right here. That's really his house.
That's really big house.
Yeah, that's really big house. Really was big house.
Damn, that's fly. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, we didn't find that out till after, but yeah, like Puffy, Puffy do it big. Puffy does it big.
Yeah.
And he was the first thing like this. That was another thing that caught our eye. Back then, niggas didn't have mansions. They didn't have fly shit like that in their videos. Outside of Ice-T, but that was years before. And we know what Ice-T was doing. But like, that was
that was
Ice-T,
one of the godfathers of the gangster rap. Shout out to Ice-T.
Yeah. We could probably go through his video. What was that shit called?
High Rollers.
High Rollers. All that shit was Ice-T's actual shit. It was his real friends that were real guns.
Guns. Watch it.
Yeah, we didn't know that back then, but back then, hip-hop was more real. That nigga say hip-hop fake. Hip-hop was more real. Like, back then, rappers rapped about other stuff. They didn't rap about being gangster. So when niggas was putting gangster shit in their videos, they had to provide that shit because there wasn't no money in this hip-hop shit for real. Yeah. So it was their real stuff they brought to the video. So if he was in a high roller with a gauge, niggas had Ferraris. They didn't rent the Ferrari. His homeboy really had a Ferrari. His homeboy really was getting money like that. And that's just what it was.
So they had an IC video. They had a Ferrari in it.
Huh?
They had a Ferrari in the IC video.
They had Ferrari, Porsches. You actually watch that video, and then you realize that they didn't rent that shit. He was a high roller, bro. Like that was a fake. That was fake, my nigga. Because a lot of this rap shit, a lot of this stuff is be fake. Like, not necessarily fake, but like, they use the rap money to put them up to a level they wasn't really on in the streets. Yeah.
I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast, condos in Queens, indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear.
I'm gonna repeat. Nobody had mansions and pool scenes in their video. Like now it's like a common appearance. They rent an Airbnb apartment and they fake like they doing. Not back then, bro. Like this was monumental. We was in the house like this nigga got. But this nigga had Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Which sound corny now. At that time,
Yeah,
cell phone, bro. Yeah,
at the time.
This video was big. It just when you like do the knowledge on nowadays, it seemed like it was it's hard to explain. Like you had to be from back around then. This was a big video. They spent everything to put this nigga out. They spent everything to put this nigga. He put all his money behind this nigga. Trust to believe that.
Yeah, I already know.
But he was a new artist. The last time, like you gotta remember, first time I seen this nigga was in a Super Cat video looking grimy. And we didn't even, and I'm gonna be real, we didn't even know that was that nigga from Super Cat video because the whole style of the shit is so different. He was a grimy nigga with a bandana in Super Cat video. Everything Puffy had, he put in the Biggie. If Biggie wouldn't have popped, he probably wouldn't have broke.
This was the start of everything, and he went all in.
There was no Jay-Z. Jay-Z was out, but he was whack. I'm gonna keep it real, because this whole thing with Jay-Z trying to rewrite history again, he another nigga. He doing the LeBron James, but he gonna rewrite history. We ain't gonna do that. Your music was out. It wasn't that good. Like Nas' music was lyrically good, but it wasn't really that good. I Rule the World. That was the second album.
Nobody.
What's the name? Like Illmatic was a lyrical masterpiece. It wasn't a musical masterpiece. Two different things.
So real quick, just to kind of connect the dots here, the biggest difference between like a Jay-Z and a Nas at this time compared to Big Pop, you think it was the production, right? Biggie had better producers and beats and stuff like that?
Yes. The answer is yes. Purely a yes.
All right.
Oh, and no. Biggie is technically better rapper. At that time, he was a better rapper than Jay-Z. To me.
Okay.
The Jay-Z album come out in 96. This is 1994.
Who was out back then? That's 30.
So what do you think it was that made Big a better rapper than Jay-Z at this time?
All right. Jay-Z came out before Big, technically. So he was just not a better rapper than Biggie at 1994. He just wasn't. That's just the fact.
Okay. I'm sure at this time you would argue with
rewriting
you. One of his favorite
what it is like. What it is Jay-Z had a reign to the industry now. So many people was cock riding him. They're gonna say things that's just not true. In 1994, even though Jay-Z came out rapping before Biggie and before Tupac, he's older than Biggie and Pac now. And then he was older than them back then. He was not a better rapper in 1994 than Biggie or Tupac. And those are just the facts. We talking about skills as a rapper.
Okay.
He wasn't. And beats-wise, Puffy put everything in the Big. Jay-Z couldn't say that. In 1994, they wasn't putting everything. He was selling. He was really in the streets, really doing this. He wasn't putting all his money into the rap. Because he could have got the same producers, but I don't think he believed in it like that. Because when you in the streets, like, you know about getting money in the streets. So I don't think he put his money into it like that. And got the best of the best of the best. He wasn't doing that. Biggie, Puffy put everything in the Biggie. Biggie he was a better rapper and he had better beats.
So So what's the story behind how Diddy got the money? Was it a label deal? Because I don't really hear too much about him.
He was already in the industry. Diddy was from Uptown Records. He was in the industry.
Okay.
Biggie was signed to Uptown Records too before, like, when they what happened was he knew Biggie was so talented that he made sure that he was able to get Biggie and bring him with him when he started Bad Boy. He was actually an Uptown Records artist that he brought there. They didn't know nothing about him. He felt that strong about Biggie's talent that he brought him with him.
Okay.
He hadn't signed Uptown Records. Then he brought him to Bad Boy with him. It's like he was one of the only people he believed in so much that like I can't even start my record label without Biggie. It was that type of scenario.
Okay.
Biggie didn't really care about rap because it wasn't making no money. He went with him, yeah, whatever, but it wasn't making no money. He was a street nigga. He wasn't making a bunch of money, but rap wasn't making no money. You know what I'm saying? He took his talents to Puffy because they didn't know what to do. Because really, Uptown Records was more like a like Heavy D type shit. Like, and Biggie is not Heavy D. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they knew what to do with him. But he was really signed to Uptown Records. Puffy took him with him with Bad Boy, and you see how he blew him up. But Puffy literally put everything he had into Biggie. He was gambling and he won.
Yeah.
He put everything into Biggie, and Biggie was that dude. Like, don't let nobody tell you nothing. Biggie was that dude.
He like put them together. Like he packaged them. Like
he knew what to do with him. He knew what to do with him.
Right.
Yeah,
but like Jay-Z is not Biggie.
By the fool, considered a fool because I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood, and it's still all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Yo, do anybody know the backstory behind the chick with the baby in the video? Because what is that?
I think that's Puffy Girl.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Lisa.
Yeah, that's Puffy Girl.
I was wondering who she is, because she made mad appearances in the video. She got the baby every time. I'm like, who is that? Like, that's crazy.
I think it's probably Puffy's kid, and that's the girl.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got to ride the limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2G flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew's lounging, celebrating every day. No more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shit.
Stop. When High Roller came out, I was so little, I didn't really get it. At this time, I probably was like 11 years old. I got everything that was going on in this video. This was our High Roller.
Yeah.
Because Ice-T was bringing that shit out back in the day, and I ain't get it like that. Like, I thought it was fakery. That nigga was bringing it out. All the machine guns, and he said all the machine guns in the video was real. All the AR-15s were real. All the cars was them niggas' cars. All the jewelry was them niggas' jewelry. They had no rap money. Like, they had to sell the record to get the rap money. All that shit was real shit. But like this, the way this video was shot, when we was coming up, this was our High Roller.
Yo, I'm happy you stopped it though, because I like this song so much. I'm just letting it play out, man. We gonna get a copyright strike.
Yeah, I definitely like it too, but like I know we gotta stop every couple seconds. Yeah.
I was vibing to this joint, man. But this is the scene right here I was talking about, you know.
Pimps act with mitts on the back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat. Wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthday.
It was bad acting, but it worked, and I understood it.
Biggie was looking skinny too, man. Like, niggas so fat nowadays. Biggie was looking skinny as hell.
Yo, he got so much bigger than this. Like, you know what I mean? Before he died, that was big as hell. I think he had a cane and shit.
It was that car accident.
Okay. Okay.
These was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right, I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
That big buff motherfucker did the whole dance. He did the same dance through the whole video. Hit it with the big buff motherfucker.
after hours gambling
And if
spots.
you
That's
don't
old school. I don't even know if they do that no more.
representing B-Town in the house.
After hours gambling spots, you can't see no food no more.
This video came out in '94, and in our earlier video, we talked about how the West Coast had it at that time, right? So in '94, would you say that the West Coast had it, and was this like the time where like you would say Biggie was bringing it back?
Biggie really did that. Biggie really did that. I don't know. Nobody trying to. Biggie really did that, bro.
Okay.
That's why they put him up so high. New York niggas put him up that high because he really was that dude.
Yeah, he was full package. Like he had the beautiful presentation, and on top of that, he was really a lyricist. So like you gotta give him his credit for that.
Yeah, I think they was trying to present him as like a Harlem nigga. Puffy was trying to package him as like a Harlem nigga, even though he's from Brooklyn. Brooklyn niggas is like the way they was representing. They was like, "Who can't click?" is like Brooklyn personified.
Okay.
like, and that's how he first came out. But like, Puffy like packaged him pretty, like he was like a Harlem nigga, fly as hell. All that's Harlem.
Okay. Like he was from Harlem, but even though he screamed Brooklyn, his style was more like Harlem in terms of how he dressed and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, he put him like even the Versace shirts that he talk. I mean the Coogee sweaters and shit.
Yeah.
That's from DC. But you gotta remember, at that era, like that was like the real crack era for real.
Right.
There's like a bunch of niggas from New York used to hustle in DC. They brought the Coogee sweaters back to New York. That's a DC style. The Versace shade, the Coogee sweater, that's DC niggas.
Okay. Who is anybody notable from Harlem that hustled in DC that you could think of?
Elbow.
I'm not from New York to even talk about that, but it was a lot of notable people from Harlem that hustled in DC. Not to get into that, a lot of niggas got put in body bags.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I feel like that.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Territory, right? You coming into somebody else's neck of the woods and trying to do it a certain way.
Yeah. But as far as notable dudes, there's a lot of notable dudes down there. For real.
All right.
I would say to me, like the most notable one, like Alpo,
Dementio, and Alpo killed Dementio.
Yeah, Dementio.
And DC niggas love. The thing is, nobody love Alpo, but DC niggas love Dementio. He was the only one. What's that nigga name? The Jamaican nigga. Unique Mecca Audio. He was down there. Like all the niggas who got money, they went down there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's the way the game was. Nowadays, people don't take over blocks. There ain't no money to do it. Ain't no money. It's not worth anything. But like back then, like that's just where it was. Like we did our own thing up here. The niggas up here, they put a lot of people in body bags too. They ain't up here pretending to be fucking 5%.
Tell the truth.
I'm just keeping it real. I know this is controversial.
It is what it is.
We ain't vice lords because a lot of them came to Chicago niggas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas got put in the ground, but that was a different era. We talk about hip hop. We want to get the street shit, but like it is what it is, dude.
I feel where you're coming from with that because it's important to an extent because this is pre-internet. Now it's a small world because of the internet, and you can kind of pick up trends and culture that way. But before then, it was niggas from out of town coming into your city, and maybe they was gangbanging. You know what I mean? Maybe they was hustling or whatever. But that was kind of how that shit got there. And
yeah.
like you said,
like it's a reason, but like Sly is in the feds and down deeper, bro. It's a reason why. Like dudes up here, like we don't fuck around. We us, and this is us. And then this is me. Older niggas back then, like they was really built like that. For real.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a lot of gangs, that come from bigger cities that spread in other cities like wildfire, but it ain't happening here for a reason.
Yeah, for a reason. Yeah, let's say it like that. We already had gangs. That's another thing. We already had gangs. It's like a lot of these places was just country little towns, but we already had gangs since the 50s and 40s and shit. So like coming up here, you didn't come to a place where don't nobody know about ganging, so you could teach us some shit. Ain't nothing you could teach niggas up here. And we ain't trying to learn. Niggas was riding around with the big ass motherfucking Buffalo Bills tile with the yap under that shit. And the back of the Suburban. Like, like,
Man, I'm gonna have to end it right here because I'm actually about to drive to Buffalo to go get the boys. So yeah, man, I'm about to get that.
I'll be you lost her. My jersey. Biggie.
Oh, where'd you get that? Where you get that from?
Bad boy.
I
bought it.
When did you buy that?
I bought that shit on, I want to say like Trends a couple years ago. Like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, but like, that's what I was saying. Like, if we wouldn't be no Biggie dissing up here, nigga, Biggie was really that dude, bro. He was really that dude. For real, for real.
We want to know for real.
For real, bro. When that video dropped, we was in the house. We was like, yo, this, like, people seen it 1,000 times now, so it don't mean nothing. When we was little kids, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, talking about we was in the house, you was like 9? I
might have been like 7. 94, I was 7.
That video was amazing. The way it was put together, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. That nigga put everything he had in that video. Puffy did. He gambled on that. And, like, he won on that.
That's one thing about him. He's like Spurt. He got vision.
Yeah, vision.
For sure. That's how I'm gonna go with it. He's smart.
Yeah. All this Pac brought Biggie out. We didn't learn that till after they both was dead. So, like, we gotta put that in perspective, too. We didn't know that until they both was dead. We didn't really realize Pac was saying things, but you could prove it. Like, he was saying, like, niggas dissing me, niggas. We didn't know that back then. We didn't know none of that back then.